I thought we'd go to Transylvania today. So, as I said earlier, well, yesterday actually, I've already been to. I drove to the places. They are really tedious. You can see this one here, right? There is just like tiny roads that they kind of go north and south, but none of them go east-west. So I had to drive all the way around here and then drive from there all the way over here and then drive from here all the way over there just to get the lodges. And that's where I stopped. So that's all I did. This is what we did last week, this bit, and then this was me driving around the map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport to these cabins and do the map. Because I haven't even clicked on the map yet. See if it unlocks anything. And then we'll start picking up some of these question marks and we'll shoot what we find on the way. Bearing in mind that we have... Oh, that mission doesn't apply here. The one with the deer. Interesting. It doesn't carry over. The story doesn't carry over here. I was thinking we'd shoot the bear here, but we can't. So I have to shoot the bear in the other map. Dang it. That means either we play Transylvania or I do the bear on the other map. What would you prefer, do you think? I'm easy either way. Do we go back to the map and shoot the bear and carry on the story? Or do we just play Transylvania? What do you think? Ba, 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 ba. Okay, Yogi. Don't listen to chat, lol. Lol, pups. Alright, we'll go shooting bears. Let's do that. So I didn't actually realise that was going to be... It makes sense, but yeah. No, I don't listen to pups either, Imp. Evie, thank you for 66 months. Feels like ages since I got this button. Thank you very much. So this is where we finished yesterday. We finished by the fallen DC3 or whatever it is. Oh look, all these like... What the... Probably shouldn't have taken that shot. But, you know. Opportunity presents itself. Free cash. That was a right lung. We'll have that. All the things are still on the map, weirdly. That was... Yeah, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. We got a free kill. That'll do. Right, so we got to go to hunting bears. So what have we got? We've got time of day is 5 p.m. We need to hunt the American black bear at 5 p.m. Probably goes towards the drinking zones, but I think we was going to explore down here. We may find one down here. Although that shot may have actually scared it a little bit. There is a black bear drinking zone back there, so we could head back to that, which would put us upwind, which is a bad idea. So we'll trek down this way. 300 meters. It might have spooked it. Harvesting that deer may work against us. No, I don't think Pups had a kebab. I think he might have had one kebab this year. It's not a thing anymore for him, Darren. He's a changed man. We said this last year when he did the when we played snooker and we did the whole dye your hair thing. It was around about that time when he just was a changed pup, and he's just not into kebabs anymore. He's never been the same since. You getting one today? Okay. Some say that he has a kebab with an iron brew. I like that tree. It's a cool tree. Of all the trees here, this one is very different. It really is, Rob. Thank you for 61 months. Yeah, if there was a bear around here, it would have long gone. Let's have a wander down there. Okay, so the objective set. Harvest 2 black bears over 50%. That's the challenge for today. But we might have to sleep and come back just to make it a different day. You had some health problems. You know why you had health problems, pups? Because you cut kebabs out of your diet, mate. That ever since you cut kebabs out, you've had health problems. Have you noticed that? Oh, look at that mist. That's awesome. Not a lot going on right now. If the bear needs a drink and it's going to come back, the trouble is that mountain range up there is effectively a barrier, isn't it? Oh, hang on. There's a stream there. Wait, where's the stream? According to this map. Oh, it's over there somewhere. There's like a valley that cuts through. That looks epic. Wonder what that is. I kind of want to head there. This whole thing sits in like some massive glacial valley. Look at this. This huge ridge. Nothing's ever going to come from the west here. It's crazy. Oh, it is that. That ridge there. That ridge there is that ridge there. Do you know what it means when the player marker in the map is red? The player marker in the map is red. This? What do you mean? What, you're saying it changes colour? Hey Chris, you sticking around today, or are you driving those silly steam trains?
Good morning, Paul and chat. More hunting hype. Just make sure you don't accidentally shoot Sean, you might mistake him for small game. Kappa.
Woohoo! I'm guessing, Chris, you're off sitting on those little steam-powered things again, aren't you? You don't even get a steering wheel, Chris. There's nothing to do, mate. You can't even turn it. You have to go where it tells you. No control. Oh, hello. They look like, are they mountain goats? I think they might be mountain goats, you know. Are they elk? It's really hard to say. They're not really what I want, though. How far away is that? That's 420 meters over there. You see, if they're there, it's unlikely the bear will be around as well. There's some more stuff there. Target-rich environment, this, isn't it? Too far away to get an ID. Like, it won't tell you what star rating it is. Usually when I shoot a team, that's easily 800 meters. It's a bit deceiving. According to the rangefinder, that's 400 across there. Marker's sometimes white, other times it's red. I hadn't actually noticed, to be honest. Dear me, it's so misty. Just saw something walking up the side there. Just saw something walking up that ridge. There it is. The game adds things that Call of Wild didn't have, but it lacks things that Call of Wild had. Kind of balance. I mean, I get what you're saying. I think the core stuff in this is better. Like that pack of animals, though, the way they're kind of moving around the map, exploring, stopping, sniffing. They're like moving as a herd, and it looks convincing. A ram. That's what I said. Is that a flipping mountain goat? And you're like, no, that's an elk. It's too big for a goat. You can tell by it's a ram. Just look at its antler horn things, the way they kind of curl back. I'm telling you, that's a mountain goat. Well, they want to make their own game, Walking Wolf. They don't want to just be a straight hunting copy. No, they're the ones that came up here. When I saw them, they were here, and they've gone up that ridge. They're the same thing. They're not. There's no elk around. I saw them here, coming through there, and they've gone up there. Elk with climbing gear. Well, I'm not interested in them. I'm interested in a bow. What time is it? 5:18. So if a bear's going to show up, the only problem is right now I don't know where its drinking zone is. It could be here, but it could be over there. It's really hard.
No trains today, despite how fun it is.
Ah.
Lol.
Pull up a chair, Chris. Black bears are really hard to see. Oh, hello. Oh, look at that pack of wolves. That's super cool. Look at that. There's so many of them. They could take down like so much stuff. Yeah, the bear won't be around while they're around, I don't think. I haven't actually shot a wolf yet in the game. Looks like they're a bit unsure about where they're supposed to go. I think they're coming for a drink. Yeah, I reckon they will destorm. I can't see a bear just rocking up next to those. I can't see it happening. So we've got wolves over there. You'd think they'd have their eyes on those, wouldn't you? And there's now a gap across that bit because the elk rams have left. Kind of feel like a bear would come down that hill. I don't know, Melodium. I've never seen it happen yet, and I've not seen it mentioned in any blurb about whether it happens. I would assume not, but I don't know. I have callers, yeah, but nothing that'll work on a black bear yet. I've got to get some more kills done so I can activate the secondary on it. I mean, it may well be that I need to get the caller skill upgraded, like this thing. I need 6 more cold animal kills so I can activate the secondary on the caller. And maybe I need that in order to get the bear properly. By the other deer, it's there. What is? What's over here? What have you seen? They're moving out. Last night you called in a mule doe from over 200 yards. That's interesting. That's not unusual because it has a range of 200 meters, which is about 220 yards or something. Don't see anything. Don't know where they went. Still trying to get your head around the gene pools and deciding what to take out my herds. Yeah, I don't know. The problem is, I don't think you can see whether it's genetically strong until you've killed it. All you can really look at is the star rating, which I think is based on its antlers and things. I think the wolves have moved. Oh no, they are. They're coming this way. What was the mission I had for wolves then? Harvest a wolf with a trophy rating of 2, 3, 4 stars. Well, we can try that. And go on Encyclopedia. Grey wolf is a tier 5. Man, it's going to be really tricky trying to pick out the right one here. There's a 1 star. The 1 star male on the right. It's the best we're going to get, I think. Oh god, look how they're stacked. That's ridiculous. That's a 1-star. At 200 meters. I may have hit the head. I was trying to gauge it moving across my line of shot. It may have gone through the head. In which case I ain't getting a 1-star out of that. Let's see where they go. May have shot slightly too early. The combination of the gun sway and I killed it, but it might have been a headshot. Okay, so they've completely done one. They are alerted. Alerted but not spooked. Craigasus, thank you for 9 months. Modern Messiah, thank you for 39. I think they've settled down. They're over here somewhere. I'm definitely not using incendiary rounds, I can tell you that much. Barbecue on impact. We'll see then. I'm gonna get a sprankle. I'm alright. Thank you, Hell's Gaming. Quite a cool valley. Imagine putting like a log cabin here. Look at that view. Yeah, I haven't played a city builder for a while. Unless you count workers and resources and things like that. Oh, yeah. So, I was trying to hit this and it walked too slowly. That's all I can say about that, is it walked a bit too slowly. I went straight through the head. Whoops indeed. Trophy rating wasted. Dang it! That doesn't even count now. Doesn't even count. Oh man. Go back to that one for now. Alright, well let's track out to over here. See what's up the back of this valley. So we can get some lead zones while we're here. Can find anything as well. What frame rates are you running? No, I'm only running it in 1080. I'm currently getting 136 FPS. It largely depends where you are. I've noticed that the further away that you can see, the worse the frames are, which kind of makes sense. And because we've kind of got this mountain backdrop, I normally get about 100 FPS. And the settings are mostly maxed out, so that's on high, the highest it can be because the bar's on the right. The only one I don't have on the highest it can be is that one. So foliage, I have one off the top, otherwise everything's maxed out. I have motion blur turned off. Jeez, man, that was deeper than it looked. The heck? That's what it's like for Pups when he walks in a stream. It's like that. Help, I'm drowning, help! Sorry, Pups. I don't see many need areas here. Elk. Maybe birds don't come here. Grey wolf. Looks fresh. Sedster, thank you, 55 months. This has not got as many drinking areas as I thought it would. It's kind of weird. Aha! So it's a rare zone for a black bear. Interesting. It's not one of its favourite drinking spots. You haven't found a single bear yet? They're not easy. They're tricksy. I kind of feel like they got the water audio recording by the sea. Because looking at the way that water moves, it wouldn't make the noise that it's making. That's more of a wave, like a tidal type sound. Are you into high-end AV equipment? I used to be. And then I had kids, right? So I had some fantastic set of speakers, really nice set of speakers in the living room, and my kids were like toddlers. And I came home one day, and like the speaker's got a little dimple in it. I came in and shoved the thumbs right into that. So pretty much from then on, I stopped having high-tech hi-fi equipment in my living room. And I thought, I'm going to have to come back to that when the kids are older. Because right now, that ain't going to work. You come home and your Den on Hi-Fi's got jam on it. You think to yourself, yeah, I'll just put this in the loft for now. So I've actually got a lot of stuff in the loft still that I've never brought down. I think it's worth the season pass, yes. I mean, obviously you're taking a gamble because you don't know what the maps are going to be like, but if you look at these maps, they're fantastic. I see no reason to think that they won't bring out good maps. Ooh, bighorn sheep. That's what we saw. That's what we saw. Bighorn sheep. Not elks. Not mountain goats, bighorn sheep. But also, Mrs. Squirrel doesn't like me having stuff on loud. What I like is having a really nice hi-fi system and then like cranking the volume up a little bit. Not stupid, like a teenager playing rock music, but enough so it's nice and loud and I can feel like I'm there. And Mrs. Squirrel just comes out, oh, turn it down, it's too loud, it hurts my ears, blah, blah, blah. Takes all the fun out of it. So anyway, I just get some Bose noise-cancelling headset, put that on. You know, that works. She's happy, I'm happy. No, it wouldn't make any difference in. If I lived in the countryside with nobody around me for 100 meters, she'd still tell me to turn it down. She'd just say it hurts my ears. That's what she's saying. Yeah, noise cancelling. Otherwise known as wife cancelling headsets. Alright, let's move up this way. I don't think we're going to see the bear this evening. I think I might have to try the other drink zone for that. I think the other one was a common black bear drink zone. Lol, Dominator. You just follow the gags, aren't you? Yeah, I had a full 5.1 system as well. Like I had speaker in every corner of the room, subwoofer, you know, twin. Like it was brilliant. The sound. I used to play Fifth Element. Fifth Element, you know that opera scene. Used to have friends come round and play Fifth Element opera scene. Going back quite a few years, and it just sounded fantastic. Am I looking forward to F1 Manager? Not really. Never really considered myself an F1 manager at all. I know Imp's looking forward to it. About to do 2K and a new down on AMP before Christmas. The price has gone up because of like, you know, because of COVID and electronic shortages. Did the prices go up? I've still got my Denon amp and Denon radio tuner upstairs. And a really good Denon CD player as well. That's how all that is. You got Remington 783. You could get the Winchester. What am I using? I can't see my own equipment, can I? Literally can't look at your own equipment. Or can you? There you go. You can't look at it. I'm using this. I think it's the 308 Tier 5. And then the Steyr Lapua Mag Tier 6. That's my... Yeah, I've got the monoblock. That's it. The monoblock. And the Steyr Lapua Mag. The monoblock's expensive, but is a very good all-round rifle. Very good. Anything from Tier 5. It can even do a Tier 6 if at a push. In fact, if you was less than 200 meters away, I probably should use the monoblock, because the Tier 6 will actually over-damage. But the monoblock will see you through most kills at that level. You have an old Marantz received from the 70s. Does it even pick things up? Monoblock's nearly 7k though. It's like 6,700, I think. It's not cheap. Yeah. Looks like the bighorns like to come here. No, we're hunting bear. But the light's fading. We're not going to be killing bear tonight. Trying to hunt a black bear at night. Can you imagine? And a thermal scope. They're like Predator. Bighorn sheep. Yeah, this is the land of the bighorn sheep, isn't it? Not surprisingly. We've got this kind of predator anti-predator wall here. I should unlock the encyclopedia soon on the bighorn sheep. There we go. Let's have a look at them. Encyclopedia. Where are you? There we go. They're a tier 5. Also called rams, famous for large curled horns. Female called ewes have horns too, but theirs are shorter and less curved. Oh wow, they actually go for a late night drink. Bit of a party ram, aren't they? They go out drinking at 10 o'clock at night. It's like teenagers. Unbelievable. Although they're in bed at midnight. Look at that. That's insane. They're like highland and lowland forest. Actually, we could try and see if we can kill one. There's one down here somewhere. 150 meters down here. See if we can get eyes on it. Just a female. Couldn't see a male. Get the money. Good thing about this time of day is it's actually easy to see the tracks. Like when you do the scan thing. Find the blood. Where's the blood? There we go. What's that? No. Small amount of blood. What? I swear that got shot in the lungs. I really wanted to kill one so I could have a look at its anatomy. That literally had a tier 5 round right, like whinnied round right in its chest, and it was like, oh, small amount of blood. It's pretty cool here. Wait, what's going on with it? Like, where's the other handrail gone? Yeah, we've got a map. Campsite, amazing. Fantastic. Oh, there's another pound. Put a pound in the kitty, guys. Are you looking for a challenge? Attention hunters, a few years ago I located a mountain goat which was wounded by a poacher with at least 3 crossbow bolts. After observing the billy for more than an hour, I determined that the animal needed to be euthanized. The poor goat had several bolt wounds, including one in the middle of its forehead. Jeez, that was a lucky one. Another bolt was firmly lodged in the animal's throat, preventing the goat from feeding and drinking. And it was alive? This is one of the cruelest acts against the wildlife I've witnessed in my career. People who are lucky enough to be chosen to hunt mountain goats legally should value their lives and not make the animals suffer any longer than absolutely necessary. Please keep this in mind and report any other poacher activity you stumble upon. Fish and Game Supervisor. Ooh, hunting map update. Let's go. Let's go. How on earth are you supposed to get around the back of that mountain? Surely you have to spawn here and go that way. Look at the terrain here. Like, from here, you could probably get there. Is that even passable? It's got a question mark here, which almost implies you can actually walk that way, through that ridge, maybe, to this. This is the most hidden part of the game. Look at it. Because you can't get to it from here. This is just complete Gandalf territory. Look at it. You're not walking over that. Harvest 3 mountain goats using a tier 5 rifle with a single shot to the heart. Like, could you be any more specific? Not just harvest 3 mountain goats with a single shot, but a single shot to the heart. That is going to take a while. Good luck with that. Right. It is 1903. That means time for drink. We know there's a drink zone here. The nearest thing is there, and that's a real pain to get up there. There's no easy ride here, is there? Waiting to support ultra wide. Yeah, it's on the fixed list. It's on the list of things to add. Got that. Current time 1904. You kidding me? I literally start running and there's a black bar just over the ridge. Are you actually serious, game? Unbelievable. East. She's heading east. 150 meters. She'll run to at least 400 meters. There you go, down that way. 200. Ah, the wind. Yeah, that's never going to work. We're not tracking that. Man, if you start running this game, everything hears you. Yeah, we're not hitting that accurately. That's you abandoning me. Huh? Okay. Abandoned, guys, abandoned. No food and drink for me. Nah, I'm on the super fast one. I'm on the 900, whatever it is. Yeah, Pops, you're a bit far away to make a cup of tea though, aren't you, my man? What do you think? I can hear animal sounds. Do I have Amazon same-day delivery? I do, on certain things. That was very common pre-COVID. A lot of stuff used to come same day, and then COVID happened. And then the same-day stuff's just about coming back. But slowly. That's very true, Im. That is very true. You are just down the road. Look at the angle on that mountain. Look at that. Boom, straight down. That's like 60-degree incline. That's insane. Let's get over this ridge and see if we can see any bears around the water. Yeah, I've said that before, Tootsie. You feel a little bit low. Feel a little bit low to the ground. It's strange. It's kind of like what it's like to be pups. He probably thinks this is absolutely fine, but I'm a tall person and this feels weird. Echolos, how you doing? If you don't shoot an animal and leave him to grow in that area, when I go back to shoot him, it'll be a good star rate. Yeah, that's how it works. What I don't know is how quickly do they breed? How quickly does the star rating improve? Is it every game day? Like, what is it? I'm only saying facts, pup. Like I said, I'm tall. You're not. It's just a fact. You got yours from 4 to 5 in 3 in-game days. Interesting. Jeffrey, thank you for 59 months. Jens, thanks for 47. Let's see what we can see. Good wind right now. I don't see anything. Trying to kill bears. I need to kill 2 bears, Thyrox. Look, harvest 2 black bears with a fitness score of 50%. And we know the bears like to come drinking at this time, and this is one of the drinking need zones. Yeah, but Bud Monkey, you don't know what the DNA quality is until you've killed it, do you? You can't tell it by looking at it down the scope, so it's kind of a catch-22. Like, you know the 1-star may grow up to be a higher rating, but the DNA rating, if it has antlers and you see 1 antler's gone, you know it's a low rating, right? But how else do you know? It's the DNA quality in this instance that matters. If you see it walking along like with a limp, you know it's a low rating, it's not a fit animal. There's not a lot round. I thought it'd be drinking time down here. I don't see anything. Yeah, Gil, because they're really, like, black bears are really, really spooked. Like, they sense you coming really easily. Same with elk. Elk are a pain. I don't see anything. There's a black bear down there. There is a black bear down there. Somewhere. Listen, if you ever see... There's nothing more terrifying, Gil, than a squirrel with a gun coming at you. Right, so we know there's a bear here. The question is she going to the water or away from the water? So many trees. Let's back off a bit. Yeah, I think there is a game coming out, isn't it, called Squirrel with a Gun? Oh, there's no great angle. She's still moving, so I don't think that was a kill. Oh, you moved again, you little scumbag. That's a shame. Must have been a flesh wound. No way should have climbed up that hill unless it was a flesh wound. 1-star bighorn sheep. I have to take them down, don't I? Is it that one? Oh, that's mountain goats. Disappointing. Yeah, I do want to take one of these away, but they've just gone over that ridge line annoyingly. And the light is fading. They're just over that ridge. Really annoyingly, just over that ridge. It's better than that, D-Storm. Yesterday, we had a different mission active, and I killed something, and it went, you have an active mission for this. Do you want to switch to it? So you switch to it, and it counted towards it, which is a really, really nice feature. That's the black bear, so she's not actually left yet. 250 meters, though. I think she's on the other side of that ridge again. It's actually getting too dark to hunt, though. Yeah, I think they've gone down that ridge, though. Out of view. Disappointing. Callers are really good. I don't have a caller for a black bar. I don't know, Sky did they? Why would they have a DNA rating of 0? They might have a trophy rating of 0. Surely every animal has a DNA rating. And it doesn't specify male bears, it says just black bears. Can't get to her. 250 meters is probably... Yeah, so she's literally, like, probably there somewhere, like, on that ridge. Like, just the other side of that peak. So unless she wants to come back this way, it's not happening. And this is the night vision lens, so when I switch to a normal lens... Yeah, good luck with that. Like, unless she suddenly comes over the top of that hill... Female do not have DNA rating. So the implication then is, if I kill a female black bear, it won't count towards this. So I can only kill male bears. Is that what we're saying? See, that slightly annoys me because that should specify male bears. Looks like she's moving away. I think she's going down the hill though. I go for a drink at 7 AM. That's probably still quite dark as well. Okay, that's not too bad. care about the mule deer. You definitely saw a female mule deer with a percentage of 70 looking at it in my hunting log right now. Okay, hang on. That's a good call, actually. We might be able to look. So there's the DNA rating here. That's a female, 0%. Female. Well, so far, every single female has 0% DNA. So, yeah, it looks like categorically proved every female has a 0% DNA rating. Yeah. Oh, not another black bar downwind of us. Can smell us. Is it a bug or by design? I know for a fact that female birds don't count towards it. I watched a streamer kill 6 female birds for his quest and none counted. You need male birds. I agree with you. Looking at the hunting log, every female was a 0, but can it change with age? I don't know. The problem is, Bud Monkey, when you're in testing, there's only so many testers available. They can only test so many things. And you always have development costs that need to be met by sales. So you have this like pressure that builds up when you come up to release. Firstly, you need to get more testers, and that happens when you release. And secondly, you need to get the money in to pay the bills for the development costs. So you have to make a business decision about when to release a game. If you release it too early, you inflict a load of bugs on the player base and they get really upset. But it brings the money in to fix the bugs. So it's always a balance about when to release a game. There's no such thing as a perfect release. Like, you can't ever release a 0-bug game. And unless you have an army of testers, you'll never find all the bugs. Some things can only be found after release. So they probably felt that the time was right to release the game. Don't know where you're on the map right now, but there's a few male birds spawning in the southwest part of the map where the lakes are, in the Dustin's cabin part of the map. What, down here? I can't hunt that unless I buy it. I could buy it. I could go down here and buy it. If we don't have much luck, I might do that. Or we could go... I mean, that's Highland Forest. The black bear likes Highland Forest. So, yeah, I mean, that would make sense for black bear as well. And given it's behind a padlock, it's probably got good ratings. How did they do this back in the early console days? They wouldn't release a patch to fix a bug back then. I know. This is the weird thing, but back then, I think all titles were a lot less complicated. Like, if you go back 15 years on a console, right, the amount of stuff you could do, it was just less complex to develop. And you knew that it was a very closed environment, so you had no choice. You had to release a game fully working, because without the internet back then, you couldn't really patch it. And it's the same like in the 80s. You get titles that, you know, on the ZX Spectrum, the Amiga, the ST, like, when they were cut on disc, the gold release, that was it. There was no patching it. like ever. That came later. That came in the 90s when they started releasing patching CDs. Jet Set Willy, you couldn't complete the game without pokes. There you go. So, but you know, Jet Set Willy or whatever, 20 levels. 20 levels to test. Game like this, way more complex. Male was spawning. I watched the stream and find nothing but female birds for hours. Where you are right now, so going for the quest is not likely you'll succeed, sadly. Fair enough. We'll have a quick look here and we'll head off southwest. See if we can find anything to kill down here. It's cracking view, isn't it? Rockstar, quite a bit. Rockstar can afford a lot of testers. The problem is now with like the internet and everything, the more testers you have, the more chance there is of stuff being released on the internet that you're trying to keep quiet about. I went to Transylvania this morning and chat wanted to come back and hunt bears. I was going to play Transylvania. I've not tried multiplayer yet, but I've heard it's got some issues that they're going to patch out, I think. I'm looking forward to GTA 6. What I'm not looking forward to is having to endure console releases before I finally get it on PC. That really infuriates me. I understand why they do it, but it still infuriates me. Because by the time I get to play it on PC, like, everybody knows all the plot lines. You go to play it and stream it, and everybody's like, oh yeah, I love this bit. Oh, you should go here and do this, because this gets this result. Like, oh, have you got this gun yet? You need to go here and get it. It's just like a massive spoiler problem. I'd rather have it on day one and just play it. Very quiet, isn't it? Nothing at all on Hunter Sense. I don't know. I think console sales will always bring in more money. I think the margins are higher for a kickoff. I don't think they have as many issues with bootleg copies. Plus they get lots of money from Microsoft and Sony. Imagine how much money Microsoft or Sony would be willing to throw at them to release it on their console before the other one. Imagine how much money they would pay for that. Like a GTA 6 exclusive. Not much going on, is there? Nah, they're keeping quiet about GTA 6. How on earth they managed to keep those things under like a lock and key, I don't know. I think PlayStation is going to struggle with Game Pass being so popular. I don't know who. I don't know who's winning the console war. I don't play on console. Let's go to the store. Jolly Jeff, thank you for a year. Happy anniversary. PS4 Gamer, thank you for 90 months, sir. PS4 Gamer, out of curiosity, do you have a PlayStation 5? Hang on, which map do I need? Halley Witch or something. Boundaries. 4.5 grand. Okay. So, let's see. We have a mountain ridge in the middle. Very big mountain ridge, actually. Let's head that way. See what happens. Sony has 57%, Microsoft 42%. Where's the other 1% then? The Wii. 1% of respondents did not answer. Looks a bit burnt out here, doesn't it? Wow, so the PS5 has sold not far off 2 times as many consoles as the Xbox. That's mad. That's for the PS5 being out of stock all the time. I know, right? Like during COVID, you just couldn't even get one. Even now, I think they're still struggling to get them, right? But why is that? Like, is it down to exclusives? Why does the Sony console sell more? Is it the way it looks? Is it the games? Because it's not, obviously not the Game Pass, is it? Or any other thing that Microsoft is doing. It's just been more popular. Yeah, but why? That's what I'm saying. Why? Exclusive Xbox bring most of it to PC. Am I going to get the 4000 series GPU? I actually don't know. There's nothing wrong with my 3090. In fact, I'd say the 3090 draws too much power. And I imagine the 4000 series will draw even more power. And in a world of rising energy bills, you don't really want things that draw more power. American Black Bar. Elk. Interesting. $4,000 made for mining. I thought it was the opposite. I thought they were NVIDIA was putting in things in there to stop them from mining with them. You think it's more focused as an entertainment hub? Well, there's not as many people mining now in the UK in particular, because energy costs are higher and the coin prices are lower. So it's pretty much not worth it. So what they're doing is just holding on to anything they generate. They're not selling it. Waiting for the price to rise. There's a leak that said the 4070 would be more powerful than the 3090. Yeah, but at what power draw? If it's 800-900 watts, I ain't buying it. Like, seriously. The amount of hours I have to have a PC running, imagine the electric costs on that. Like, let's say it's 900 watts. That's almost a kilowatt. We're heading towards 55 pence a kilowatt hour. That means running my PC, it will be doing well over a kilowatt. So every hour, 55 pence. 50 pence, something like that. So every 2 hours, I've got to find a pound. I run my PC for 8 hours a day. That's £4. Multiply that for how many days I run my PC. Like, seriously. Not going to happen. A kilowatt is 1,000 watts, yes. So imagine if you've got an 800 watt graphics card, your CPU is probably going to be drawing at least 200 watts, and the rest of the board and bits. It's a kilowatt. It's a kilowatt PC, easy. And then look at your electricity price. Every hour it's going to cost you that. And the funny thing is, like, Apple has gone the other way. Apple's got its M1 chip that's doing stupid performance for hardly any power draw. Like, why can't we have some of that, Nvidia? This is why Nvidia tried to buy ARM Holdings, because they know that what they're doing is too power hungry. But every year, they have to keep releasing faster cards, and the only way they know how to do it is to throw more power at the problem. And this is the problem Intel had. Like, where your computer just turns into an electric radiator. You pay 56 pence per kilowatt hour in Norway. There you go. So every 2 hours, it's costing you £1.